any system of meditation which aims at making the mind steady ceases to be of transcendental nature, because transcendental should mean the mind should travel to the point beyond which it can no longer travel. Finished. That's samadhi. So even though principally every meditation should be of transcendental nature, but we see every meditation does not quickly lead to this, and therefore we call our system, particularly that system which promises samadhi quickly, naturally. We can lay out a distinction between contemplation, concentration, and transcendental meditation. Contemplation, we say, is like swimming on the surface of the pond, coming across new avenues, but on the surface all the time, on the surface. This is contemplation, taking some word, love, God, strength, purity, something, and then thinking about it. In thinking, we fathom new avenues of that subject, but this fathoming is on the level of thinking only, on the surface level of activity. This is horizontal activity of the mind. This is horizontal activity of the mind, swimming on the surface of the ocean of mind. Concentration is fixity of the mind. We are neither traveling nor we are diving. We are just steady on the surface. That is also no good, because it's not only no good, it's not only no good, but it is bad. Because mind is progressive. It must be allowed to win newer avenues towards newer evolution, higher evolution. So it must be allowed to proceed. But in this, it remains steady. This steadying the mind is a process opposed to the natural process of evolution, opposed to the natural force of evolution. And therefore, it restricts evolution rather than enhances the rate of it. It's very clear. So concentration. In contemplation, we at least fathom something on the surface. Contemplation is better than concentration because we gain some knowledge, we get some habit of deep thinking to investigate more and more. If we go somewhere. But in concentration, we offer a resistance to even our natural process of evolution. And therefore, to some extent, contemplation can be justified, but concentration can never be justified for anything, because it is opposed to evolution. It is opposed to evolution. And also, it is stress-producing process. It produces stress and strain. Because when you oppose evolution, you have to put so far. No? It's like the car standing in a big slope, and you have to push the brake. And in pushing the brake, you lose so much of energy. It's ready to move, but you stop it. In that, you produce stress and strain. And transcendental meditation is a dynamic process. Contemplation is also dynamic, but the dynamism of contemplation is on the horizontal level. The dynamism of transcendental meditation is on the vertical level. It just goes deep into. This is the main difference between other systems of meditation. Generally, contemplation is also called meditation. Concentration practices are also called meditation. Transcendental system is also called meditation. But out of these, transcendental meditation is a dynamic process which is certainly in accordance with the natural force of evolution. At the same time, it enhances the rate of progress. Enhances it. And how does it enhance? It enhances because it purifies the system on all levels. Purification of the system. Nervous system is purified for its structural and material changes in an automatic manner. And purification of the nervous system is that which is called enhancement of evolution.